guys, welcome back. It's Dave. We're in Framed Squared, a Stagecast game, and this is episode 3. So let me show you what's going on. At the end of our last episode, we were kind of toying around with putting a new feature in where the person could cheat and actually have the ability to go back a move, just one move. And I was getting confused, so I had to do a little bit of off-camera work. So let me show you what I did so you guys can do it too. I ended up creating 2 more global variables. So we have an H and a V for its current horizontal and vertical position, and then an old H and an old V, which were what we created last episode, okay? So these 2 here are the new ones you're going to have to add. And then over in the frames rules under the constants, I made a change where on the actions, I was actually taking its vertical and its horizontal position and putting them in this position, okay? And I think, did I delete these? No, okay. And then here's the new stuff. I'm doing down as an example. You see here? So what's going to happen is that when we go down, it's going to take the current horizontal position and store it in old horizontal, and the current vertical and store it in the old vertical. Then it's going to move it down. All right, so let's see how that works. You hit play, and notice it sets it to 113. I hit down, and look. Its current position is 112. Its old position is 113. Do it again. You see that? All right, if I go sideways, did you notice? Oh, now, why isn't the old H doing it, though? That's weird. Looks like it's working. Okay, so there's a problem there. Let's go back here. I'm sorry. I only did down. That's why it's not working. So I have to add these 2, all right, into the other 3 movement rules. And basically all it is I'm taking the current horizontal, storing it in old, the current vertical, storing it in old. All right, so let's do up. We'll edit it. And again, as long as I'm in edit mode and I'm on actions, I'll see it. I don't even have to work over here. I can drag horizontal, drop it in. See that? Drag vertical, drop it in. See that? All right. So that was up. Down is already done. We got to do left. Edit. Horizontal into old. Vertical into old. And then we'll finish it off with edit. Horizontal into old. Vertical into old. All right. So now let's take a look. Let's put this back. We'll set this turns back to 0. As soon as I hit play, these will update, but these won't. Okay, see that? All right, let's try it. Go down. See that? Okay, let's try the sideways now. Okay, notice it says that I'm in horizontal 2. If I go one more to the right, the old H should become a 2. There we go. You see that? All right. So now, what can we do here? Well, let's put them back up here. Let's put a 0 in here. I'll hit play just to update old. Then I'll save it. All right, so then what we could do is we could have a cheat command. All right, so the cheat will say, if I press C, allow me to cheat. All right, it should turn cheated to on, or yes in this case, and it should take our current horizontal and vertical and set it back to our old horizontal and vertical. All right, and again, I'm going to position it so that I can work on the frame alone, and we're going to call it cheat. Okay, now they can only do this once. All right, so One way I'm going to do to check that is to check the value of this. So let's toy around here. I'm going to say, did I press C to cheat? All right. I can't cheat if I've already cheated. So I'm going to make sure that cheated is no. All right. Then we're going to say, okay, you just cheated. So I'm going to say yes, enter. All right. And then we are going to take the old H, put it in its horizontal, and the old V, and put it in its horizontal. Okay. These are old values. All right. And we're going to hit done. All right. So now let's put this back here. And remember one last thing. We created it with nothing, but then we've got to make sure it doesn't matter. Okay. Now the reason the cheat is going to be good is because, well, I'll show it to you in a second. Okay. So we're going to save this. That's to 0. This is 113. We'll set this to 113 so that everything looks, oh, this has got to be no, right? Okay. So I hit play. All right. So now watch. I can come down, I can come down, I can come down, I can come down. I say, uh-oh, I goofed. I can hit C. Pops me backwards. So it's cheated. See? 110, 110. I can't do it anymore. You see that? Okay. Well, that was dumb. Here's where the person might really want to do it. I'll be playing the game. I'm going down, I'm going down, I'm going down, I'm going down. I'm going to the right, I'm going to the right, I'm going to the right. Oh man, I just goofed. You see that? I could hit C. And now I'm in the game again. You see? That's where cheated comes in. Okay? Alright, so we're going to put that back up there. Set that to 0. I should make a little quickie roll to reset stuff, but I'm okay. And we'll have to do something to set these back to the same. Okay? Alright. Should we? Yeah, why not? How could we do this? Let's see. Let's go in here and we'll have a little bit of fun. How about, let's see. New. I want to make this big. And I'm going to copy and paste this guy so I can make it 2 blocks wide. Maybe even 3 blocks wide. And I want to zoom in because it looks like I goofed. Maybe it's just because the anchor is there. Let me come over here. Yeah, it must just be because the anchor's there. It looks like here. I'm going to move this. Oh, I can't. I need to draw a dot. All right, let's move you down there for a minute. Oh no, it's good. Okay. Come on, go away, go away. Can't delete you. There it goes. And I want to make this say in bright red. Actually, we'll do a little shadowing. And let's try 18. I say cheated. And wow, that wait a minute. Let's try something here. I will temporarily make a chunk of purple. There we go. Let's try that again. Cheated. All right. Let's try that 14. Cheated. Ooh, can I go 14 bold? See what that would look like. Yeah, that's good. And then I need a little more of this. Okay. Then I want a bright red. I want to say, did that work? Oh, cheated. You know what? I don't think bright red is going to work. What could I do? I could do blue. Yeah, that's good. And now we'll move this. Oh, shoot. Shoot. That's not going to work. If I want it to be shadowed. I don't know about blue either. Let's try. Oh, bummer. All right, you know what? Hold on. We're going to try to do it differently. We'll have blue, but we'll have blue as the shadow. Blue. Click. Yellow. Cheated. There we go. All right, I think that'll look a lot nicer. Oh yeah, good. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect, good. Then we'll take this whole thing and we'll put it there. Okay. We want to allow them to cheat, but at the same time, we want people to know they cheated. Okay. And then, yeah, all right, so I want to take this off. Then I need to take a copy of this. All right, now we're going to have to think about how we're doing here. I'm going to move turns down here. I want to turn this. I like to have the name of the game over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say I need the grid for a minute. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say let's leave at least the first 6 blocks open. So this guy is going to go right on top. So there's actually 2 here. You see that? Okay, I'll pull them down here for a second. This guy I want to be called cheated. All right, and this guy is going to have 2 rules. The first one says no cheat, and we're going to say, is your name cheated? And is cheated no? And then, if that's the case, I want you to look like the bar. Okay? The other rule for this is going to say, come back over here, cheated. And we're going to say, is your name cheated? And cheated is yes. Then we want you looking like cheated. Okay? And then again, we're going to make it say, I don't care what else is around. Okay? All right, so now what we'll do is we'll slot him right up there. Okay? So now if I leave it at cheated, because this says no, when I hit play, that should disappear. You see that? But if I cheat, you cheated. You cheated. You see that? All right, that's good. I like that. All right, so we're going to say no to that. 0 for that. Maybe while that's lit, I can move turns over to here. Okay. Turn 0, cheated. Okay. I'll save that. I hit play, and that disappears. Perfect. All right, what else can we do today? We've got 15 or so minutes. Let's see. I can get rid of this guy. Okay, all right, we got a timer. We got the timer right here. If I double click my frame, there's cheat, right? I'm gonna, only because it's so big. Come on. Every now and then you get these little visual glitches. There it goes. Cheated. And we're gonna plop you in. Okay. All right. And this guy can come down. I like to use constants usually as the first one. Okay. All right. We want another constant to go on here, and toying around with timing. If I was to create a rule that I tossed into constants that simply decreased this timer, all right, this timer would go down so fast. So one of the tricks I've been using lately is to create two timers. And I like to put one of them in whichever variable is going to control the timer. This variable is a much smaller timer. See, so I'm going to set this guy to 25. Okay, so basically you start decreasing this timer, and when this timer gets to 0, then you decrease this timer. You see that? So that way you can start increasing this number to slow this timer down, or decrease this number to increase how fast this guy moves, you see? Okay, so now what I can do, and again, let's move it out here, we could say decrease timer. And I'm going to say, I don't care what else is in there with you. If you're that character, I want you to decrease, sorry, I'm just going to say subtract 1 from the timer. Okay? All right, and then I need another rule that says reset timer. And again, over here, it simply says if you're a frame, and I don't care what else is in there with you, and this timer is 0, then set this timer to 25. Okay? All right, so both of these need to be in this do all and continue. Okay? All right, now this time I want this one to have preference over this one, so that the instant it hits 0, the next time through, it resets. So if I leave this window open and we just watch this and I hit play, you'll see that it goes all the way to 0 and then resets itself back to 25. And you'll notice that on third speed, look at how fast that's moving. You see, so if that was our real timer, that would be way too fast. Okay, so what we can now do is create one last rule, again, on our frame, that says decrease game, actually level timer. Okay, and this one is going to say if I'm the frame with I don't care what else in there with me, all right, and this timer gets to 0, then and actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change this up a little bit. Then I want to decrease this timer by 1, and then I'm going to get rid of one of these. Then set the timer back to 25. So actually, I'm going to do two things here. So now I can actually say get rid of this one, because the reset will actually happen in here. And again, I'm going to put this one above. Okay, so this is set to 25. This if I hit backwards 1, it's set to 1,000. Okay, so we're going to set this to 25, this to 1,000. I'll save it. I'll hit play. Every time this thing resets, this goes down by 1. You see that? So it allows us to have a much nicer timer. Okay. All right, so now let's see if we can't get timer up here as well. Okay. Whoops, I'm not a rule. I want an appearance. There we go. And let's pop this in. Okay. I will delete this one. And let's see, timer. We're using yellow, so I think I'll stick with yellow. And we'll say time. And again, we'll try to, I like to make it so that you have to have at least 1 pixel over here, or else it'll go gray. And if it goes gray, you cannot show a variable over here. It'll just get robbed. Now the problem with this though, and you'll see it in a second here, if I say, let's just do this. If I say, oh, I didn't want to. Okay, let's put this back to this one. Okay. All right, I want to increase the size of this guy. All right, so we'll say, try 18. And again, we'll do our blue. Okay, see that? If I set this back to 1,000, that doesn't look like 1,000, does it? Okay, so one trick I like to use is you zoom out another notch. See, this one is gray. Okay, so what I like to do, and I'm going to try eyeballing this, and I'm hoping it, whoops, I'm hoping it's the right one. All right, I want to click out here to make sure that this box is black. I'm going to try to go to the same purple that our background is. And I just want to put a dot of purple right in there. Notice it went white. Okay, see? Now look, I can see the dot. Okay, so it's not that one. So I am going to zoom in. Let's go zoom way in here. And I know that's wrong, so let's make it a little darker. Ah, perfect. Okay. All right, so, whoops, I want to do one more thing. I want to call this timer. Timer. Okay. All right, now this shot over to turns. There we go. Okay. So now watch. See? All right, looks like it's going fast. Now watch, if let's say I set this to 10 and I put the reset to 10. Watch the timer. See? A lot faster. Okay. Try a different one. Let's try 50 with the reset to 50. And now you'll see it's a lot slower. You see that? Now watch, when I exit this, it'll speed up a little bit because it doesn't have to render all this stuff. You see? Okay. I actually think for this game, though, a 25 secondary timer is going to be the best one. Okay. So we're going to do that. All right. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a good speed. Okay. All right, if I hit stop. Okay, I'm looking over here. If I move this over one more notch, let's run some tests. Let's say 99. All All right, what if you went nuts? What if you took 290? Yeah, okay. I want to give it the room. I want to give it that room. Okay, so we will do that room. And we'll put that back to 0. Oh, did you also notice, though, that the 290 also got chopped? So, I'm not saying 290, but let's say a person took 102 turns, right? It's still going to get chopped. So, again, if you get in there, over here, and what did we say it was? This one? Just one little dot is enough to turn that on. All right, see, we can't see it, so that's the right shade. And then you've got that, okay? All right, so about 3 minutes left. I think we are getting close to making it so that we can start to put an actual level together so that we can check to see whether or not you've won or not. All right? And something I did in my old version was that you always started up here and you always ended over here. So I think one of the things I want to do is switch it around so that sometimes maybe you start in the middle. Who knows, maybe you start in the middle and you end in the middle. Something like that, okay? I want to do that. And we'll see what happens. Something else I think we should do is we should put the goal up here. So maybe time will come over here or something. I don't know. You know what? We could do that. We got 3 minutes. Let's just put time down there. And let's go back in. And we'll do a new one. And this one we'll call goal. And we will get rid of that. We will pull in goal. We will clear it out. And we will go to our yellow. And we will say goal, colon. And again, we got to move it over so that it turns white. Just, all you need is, nope, not enough. Just put a little bit of your colon in there. There you go. And then increase our size. Is 18 too big? It might be. We'll see. And again, we've been using this color scheme, so we'll go with that. All right. All right, that one to goal. Yeah, I think that's the right one. We'll go to turns. Grab another one. We'll say goal. And 102 is good. So if I was to put, no, that's still. So we want to give it some room. And then this guy should be able to come. Actually, there. Yeah, okay. This is actually 3 wide, but it doesn't have to be. So I'm actually going to delete that dot. The box can go in there, but we don't need that extra. There you go. Yeah, perfect. And we'll move that in a second here. Okay, so put goal over here. So that takes 3. That takes 2. Perfect. And then the last thing I want to do is just make this bold face. Yeah, uh-oh, I lost my size. And then bring it up a bit. Okay. So the goal is actually, for readability, maybe that should be. The goal is how many moves you want to try to get the win in. All right. So I think we're good. I think next time we're going to actually talk about a real level. Okay. I'm going to set that back to 1,000. And I think everything else should be good. 1, 13. And I just went red on my timer, so we're good to go. Save it. All right, look at that. We're making some good headway here. All right. All right, until we see you next time, this is Dave, Frames Squared in Stagecast. Have a great day. Bye-bye.